It's the TLRS discussion. It's the TLRS discussion. It's the TLRS discussion.
We should sit here on Skype. We should discuss. We'll get some topics. We'll discuss them. Something that we're all into. I don't know.
Right, do you like to play Pokemon? I mean GBA or whatever. Do you like to play it?
Me?
Yeah, or is it too? Do you find it kind of easy, sort of thing?
Is it?
Ryan's
not
never really played a Pokemon.
Or is it the cards?
Not the cards games, because you can get Game Boy Pokemon card games.
Hmm.
I mean, like it's kind of like the series where you capture a battle Pokemon. Have you played them?
No,
Ryan's never played the Pokemon series, you know.
No.
I would say if you do, go for it first normally, but then once you do that, you can do like random challenges, like a Nuzlocke, which is basically you can only catch one Pokemon per route or area.
Yeah.
You must nickname it, and once that Pokemon's fainted, it's done. You can't use it again. Any Pokemon that faints is done.
Bloody hell, that's
I've done it once to completion of a game, and I've tried it 10, 20 times.
Wow.
Or what
So
you
it's
can
like
do on
taking the game to a different level there,
Ryan
really.
doesn't even know how stressful that must be.
I can
If you
imagine.
If you had a 3DS, it'd be best to start now because the X and Y is the easiest game they've made for leveling up to get back to where you need to be.
Well, maybe I'll think about getting a
'Cause
3DS. The one that I... What's the one that I got 3D on?
2DS.
Yeah,
2DS.
that. I'll get one of them.
I'll tell you what, because I was thinking about getting a capture 3DS where it captures your play on it because it's got slot for it.
Yeah.
There's one problem with that, Tom.
Well,
It's Nintendo. You can't put it on YouTube.
That's screwed.
okay, I don't have to use YouTube. I'll just use something else.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Nintendo will sue.
Yeah,
if you make a penny.
copyright with Nintendo.
But
Even
you can talk about it as much as you want.
Yeah. Well,
That's freedom of speech.
Could I put like a disclaimer at the
Technically,
bottom,
yes.
sort of thing? All video, all game
Nope.
rights belong to Nintendo.
Nope,
Like they usually
they don't.
Now, Nintendo, I'm the worst.
Technically, Nintendo don't actually look at your video itself. It's just matches with the content ID.
Well, that ain't too bad then, because I can get around that with Sacred Fire, because there is hacked versions of Pokemon games out there where it's literally been changed, so it no longer belongs to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like open source messed with stuff. Yeah.
The problem is you need a lot of software to run them.
A lot of emulators, I would have thought.
Yeah. Because I run my GBA ones. I don't capture anything because I got a capture card, so that's pointless. On Visual Boy, which you could play any Game Boy game on, sort of thing, but on your laptop or computer. So like I was playing Rayman this morning on here, sort of thing. And you have save files per game, so you know what I mean.
I would like to get some emulators in my computer to be honest, play some really old games like.
If you're going Game Boy, if you're going Game Boys first, I'd definitely recommend Visual Boy.
Okay.
I've got the file. I can send it to you later, sort of thing. It's sort of you click it. It always asks if you're sure first. No matter how many times it tells you reinstall, it's one of them. It's never sure it wants it in there.
No, I look like a Joker.
If you've got the 3D, I was gonna say, if you've got the 3DS or 2DS, you can do a Wonder Lock, which is a new thing that implemented is a Wonder Trade in Pokemon.
Alright.
Which is basically you can catch any old Pokemon you've got. Like it's like a Nuzlocke. If it faints, it's gone. You catch one per area, but you can catch one per area, but you can't use that Pokemon you've caught because you got Wonder Trade. You trade it, and you trade that Pokemon, and whatever you get back, you've got to use.
Oh.
You don't know what's coming back to you when you trade it away.
So you're probably going to get so much shit like a...
Now, because I'm doing a Wonder Lock at the moment, so I sent away a Caterpie and got back a Pidgeot, which is as you know, fully evolved form.
Yeah, so you've done well there.
Yeah, it's always random.
If you're trading little shit Caterpies or Butterfrees, you know, but...
Your chances are quite high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you do anything is the further you get into a game, Put it this way, to start now to be the best time to do a Wonderlock because there's that many people breeding now to get the perfect IVs or EVs for Wi-Fi battling. Even if you get a level 1 Pokemon, when it levels up, it'll be perfect for the level it is because it'll be at its ultimate top, well, its top level it can be.
This sounds like proper in-depth cult world, this stuff.
It really.
Zoe?
It's one of the things, because it's the Wi-Fi people who've done it so you can now breed perfect Pokemon for battling in Wi-Fi competitions. They've done it so you can now perfectly breed shinies, but to have hard all that bollocks.
Yeah.
Pokemon's gone to a whole new level since I played it as a kid.
It's basically because people always want to use perfect Pokemon for this, that, and the other, like in Wi-Fi or the World Championship, all that bollocks.
Yeah.
Did
Because
anyone... Carry on, Tom.
Because there's different natures for your stupid Pokemon as well. You get jolly, lax, relaxed. Yes, there is lax and relaxed nature. And there's 2 separate ones.
What's he doing with his face?
I don't know.
What the hell are you doing that? How are you changing his facial expression?
I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Something is, they've over the years, they've incorporated that much stuff in, so each nature boosts either your attack, your defense, special defense, speed, or whatever. And there's each Pokemon's got the individual ability. They've put that much to make each individual Pokemon personal to each individual person, if that makes sense. So, and as I'm one of these people that every time I get a Pokemon, I must breed it so it's got my original number on it, or the original trainer.
This is really in-depth stuff.
Trust me, it sounds a hell of a lot easier than
Hell of a lot easier. It doesn't sound like it's easy.
Well, then again, I've played every Pokemon game that's come out.
Tom's just scratching the surface to us, though, you know. I bet you, when he does it, it's like, oh shit, someone's coming.
I'm you like that, Tom.
Put it this way, if you go on Bulbapedia or whatever, you look at the stats, those base stats are for each Pokemon are usually always different. There's the lowest and the most worthless Pokemon. I mean, given about an hour, I could probably name all up to Generation 6, which is now it's 760 plus Pokemon.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
By the way, has anyone ever played the Pokemon add-on which came for Wii?
Yeah.
Which...
Louise.
Battle Revolution.
Yeah,
I've got it.
that one was crazy.
That one was a pain in the arse because when I got it, nobody else was ever using it because I got it late into the life of it because I've on it.
Where it made your the Pokemon in 3D.
Yeah. Best one for that, when I first originally saw it, because I had Nintendo 64 for Pokemon Stadium. That's because I had a GameCube, well, still got it, it was Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah.
Which other than XD, which is the rarest Pokemon game, because a new copy of that retails about £100 for a GameCube game sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is the only Pokemon game in my memory where you could steal another trainer's Pokemon.
Do you know, I always had this as a kid. Whenever they battled, I always thought, fucking chuck a Pokeball at it. You know, it's somebody else's Pokemon, but just do it.
But there is, if it feels like that, they did make a fan game thing. Well, as I was talking about earlier, like Sacred Fire, where you could, instead of being a good guy, I think it was Dark Rocket. The name of it was actually a member of Team Rocket stealing Pokemon.
Sounds pretty cool.
That does sound good. They are sensible.
If I remember correctly, the starter Pokemon was Coffin, Ekans, and I think a Meowth. That or a Zubat.
40 quid on eBay. XD. Someone's also selling it for 52. Fine.
They're pre-owned or brand new.
Owned, pre-owned.
Exactly. Which, if you think about it, how much is... I brought 6 games the other day. 60 quid PS3 games. Pre-owned. If I can get 6 games at the cost of that, fuck it, I'll wait until it comes down in price.
What a goal.
I mean, that Nino Kuni, that was one of them sort of things that was 50 quid pre-owned, but since they released it, put more copies out there, the price has dropped on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reprint, that's the one I was after.
It's the TLRS discussion.
Like the woman in Total Recall. The old one. Never watched the new one, I should though.
I've not watched the new one. It's one that I wanted to watch as well.
It's one of them where you want to watch it, but you never get round to downloading it and watching it.
He's not my favourite actor either.
Who is he? I don't know.
Foxx.
Oh, yeah. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Not my favourite actor.
Maybe he is.
Yes? Is the dude on the front?
Okay, chillax, dude. I never know who that is, you know, when you say Colin Farrell. I know the name and everything.
Colin Farrell is in it,
I don't know who it is.
Maybe it's him. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Fox is black.
And then it's that one I always get mixed up.
Why did I do this with a bloody minute?
I literally do always get mixed up.
Oh, I was thinking, there ain't a black guy in it.
Jamie Foxx is Django. Have you watched Django?
No, I haven't.
That's a good film. Samuel Jackson plays like an old butler in it, and he seems like an old man. It's weird.
When did you last look?
Is there by any chance a movie where Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell are in the same movie?
I don't know who Colin Farrell is, so
Probably.
Because I think that's where I'm getting mixed up.
Louise, tell me who Colin Farrell is.
Hold on. No, I'll think. I'll Google it.
That's it, Google.
IMDb.
Miami Vice.
That don't help me. Just show me a frigging picture.
No, I'm
Is that
sure.
where they're in the same movie?
Yeah.
That might be where I'm getting mixed up then.
They did a Miami Vice film,
Colin Farrell is like.
as in the old TV show. I need to see that.
Colin Farrell is the.
Protagonist. I don't
The
know.
Irish version of Brad Pitt.
That helps.
Yeah, try to show you a picture.
As a computer there. Are you using your phone?
Because you sit in front of the computer.
Well, I'll move forward a bit if you want. How the hell do you get him mixed up with Jamie Foxx?
Because they was in the same movie. He looks like a Jamie, that's why.
I think he looks like Kevin Webster.
I don't know who that is.
Coronation Street.
Yeah, definitely don't know who he is.
Sean, don't watch soaps.
No.
It's a good thing that you never you don't watch them
Why?
because it's miserable.
It is.
This bloody mini that I don't want.
It's a nice mini.
You spent 15k on the lime green,
70 actually.
and now I'm gonna blow the shit up. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's the TLRS discussion.
Okay, I'm gonna turn you round now.
Do you want a Bible?
Listen, I'm gonna...
First of all, I thought you said a Bible. I was like, not particularly, no.
Do you want a Bible?
Got him.
Do you understand me now?
Now you're just sounding really weird. Like Joanna Lumley crossed with...
What have
Jackie
you
Fox.
done to Louise, by the way? Right.
I ain't done nothing. It's always been like this. It's been hidden.
I'm lying on your bed talking Australian. What's weird about it?
That's not Australian.
You know what I mean.
I think what Sean finds hard to comprehend is we was at school and probably say year 9 or year 8 or something. Everybody thinks, well, that Ryan, he's a bit weird, eh? Yeah, right in the head. And then all these years later, he's listening to my girlfriend talking exactly the same as I was then.
Risotto. Risotto and bagels.
I mean, can you imagine Sean sitting there going, risotto? You know?
Risotto.
I mean, you could probably get Tom to do it quite
I'm
easily
going to
enough.
do the lotto.
But it'd come out in a Tipton accent.
I think what I find weird is Louise was this really quiet,
Yeah.
to herself sort of person.
Yeah, I bought her out to be proud. Risotto.
You stop saying risotto.
I want to say risotto as much as I risotto. Risotto,
Say
risotto.
bagel.
Risotto.
No, you want some bagels.
Bagel.
Taking a mick out of me having a bagel yesterday, I don't know.
There's some turkey parcels.
Don't check for turkey parcels.
What else do you eat, Sean? Let's have a Greg sausage roll.
Hang on,
Sausage roll.
hang on. Out of all of us,
Chicken bag.
who went into Greg's and asked for a Greg's sausage roll? Actually went there and
I
said,
can't
"Can I
believe you
have a
remember
Greg's
that. I
sausage
forgot
roll?"
that. I went to a... I'll have a Greg sausage roll, please. Shit, I press continue.
Everyone should do that. Can I have a Greg's chicken bake?
Hey, after that, they bought them out as a product in Iceland. So,
Oh god. You think you started with
I am, because this reality is only formed by my perception. All of you are just flashes of my own brain. So
Can
real.
you say risotto though?
Risotto though?
You
Can
too.
you say risotto though? I can't. Slap me over the head, bitch.
To you, to me. Punk.
Okay, I'll turn this.
Hold on. Don't turn Sean off yet.
I ain't turning Sean off. I'm at the game for a bit.
Oh, trust me, you are.
Oh. Risotto.
Greg's sausage roll.
I forgot about that, you know. You know, I just looked at me and then for like a second longer than...
I don't think she realised what he was saying.
No.
She was like, "Am I working? I'm sure I'm working. I'm sure I'm in Greg's. Have I just gone to the wrong place?"
It's because everybody calls them Greg's sausage rolls. You know, you don't say I'm gonna go in there and get a sausage roll. You say I'm gonna go in Greg's and get a Greg's sausage roll.
Do you know what I missed?
What?
A maple and pecan swirl.
I know. I know. You look.
I need my maple and pecan swirl.
I mean, I tried one day and I wore overstruck.
Nor was apparently anyone.
But that was like a piece of Eden to you. That was, wore it. You loved it.
It was.
Some good times we had at college. Had some good laughs. Just walking up and down Dudley mostly. We found all the bargains. They were in B&M and everything.
Mm.
Back then, I was only spending 20 quid a week, if that, and I could get everything.
Okay, I have to go.
Okay, well,
No, I haven't yet.
I'll be back later, Sean. You might be gone. Or you might be there. I don't know.
Well, it depends on where. Actually, I'm possibly going now, to be fair.
Might.
Yeah. So I'll talk to you both tomorrow.
Yep, speak to you
Bye,
tomorrow.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, Risotto. Should I call him Risotto from now on?
No, no.
No, because that's
Sean,
my word.
Sean says no 5 times because he knows that I could actually keep that going for years. It's Esteban. Adios.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's the TLRS discussion.
I want to watch some more Watchmen because I finished the comic and I watched the first hour of the film.
Yeah.
It's bang on like the comic.
It is.
Really good.
I will admit, I like to watch that film, but I have heard, in all, that it doesn't touch the comic book for how good it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Put it this way, I really do like Scott Pilgrim and all that.
Yeah.
But I've only read the first volume, which is about the first X, and I already think it pisses over the film.
It does. I mean,
Ease.
I've only read the first one as well, and I agree. It is much better.
I really think they should have done the films like they're the books,
Yeah.
one by one.
Yeah.
or maximum 2x1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least Watchmen is but like 3 hours, 3.5 hours long. So
The only problem is, I can't think of his name. The one who plays Scott Pilgrim.
I know you're on about.
Couldn't really see him as Scott Pilgrim, if that makes sense.
Nah, he don't work.
Because
Scott Pilgrim seems a bit cooler than that.
yeah, because when you read the thingy, I could see the one. I can't think of the name. The one playing Ramona as Ramona. The one playing Knives as Knives. Like in my head, even looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
But when I
Scott
thought about
Davey.
it,
I know.
no, it's. Don't get me wrong. It was one of the better one. He was perfect for the role in Juno and that. But in Year One with Jack Black, which was not Jack Black's best film,
No.
I'll admit.
It was a bit naff, but it was alright, I suppose.
Yeah. But I reckon if they did reboot it, they would have to. I mean, some actors can get away with being that, but I don't think he's the right one.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's his voice. I don't know. He need to be cooler. You know what I mean?
And the other thing is, I don't know why, but all the exes seemed on par with who they am, if that makes sense. Who they should have been.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they bit. The only thing is, I'm trying to think of somebody who would fit that role, and there's a few. Rocco, think of the fucking names.
Certainly not him anyway. Oh, but absolutely.
Yeah. I'd love if Howard was to play him.
Oh, that would be class. I love Howard, you know. I think he's great.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think, okay, he's a bit old, but why not just age everybody up a bit? That way you go worry about every an actor, just play them as older versions on the same story.
Yeah. You gotta admit it though, comic books, them just better.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
you can spend as long as you want looking at a panel, you know,
Yeah.
till you understand.
Kick-Ass, the book, awesome. The film, awesome, but
Them are pretty close, I've got to admit. I like both of them in their own way,
yeah.
like separately, if you know what I mean.
I like how they've got the same story, keep the key bits the same, but they vary what they can vary.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because some stuff that you can't get away with in the films,
Yeah.
you've got in the comic.
See,
You know what I mean?
I think it's nice to have the same kind of story and get to view it or read it and watch it
Yeah.
from different medias. It's really refreshing.
Thing is, I don't know if you want to go up that Forbidden Planet next week,
Yeah, we'll have to.
because at the moment I think them Scott Pilgrims,
Mm,
the black and white ones, are like £5 odd at the moment at 30% off.
that ain't bad. Louise could get the third one.
I've got to get me. Well, I've only got one at the moment.
Yeah, Louise has got the first and I bought the second.
I'll go get me the second. I might get me 2 and 3, like £10 odd sort of thing. I might get me another comic book or so sort of thing.
Yeah, I
But-
might grab something random.
Yeah. The only problem about it is when we get at Wolverhampton, we've got to find the fucking place. But
I have
I've-
been in there, you know. I just can't remember where it was.
I think I'll work out where it is from Google Maps. I'm just hoping that the sales are in store as well, not just online, because they usually am in both.
Well, we shall
You-
see.
Either way, I'll get them, because I'm only £7.99 anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one
About
thing-
32% off. Oh.
I like it. I'll go. So the thing is, I look on graphic novels because that's what I want to collect at the moment. But when you think about him clicking got Pilgrim, all that stuff, and you can see that video game stuff, you know. Look at them now. Like they got the statues, ooh,
I
what
know.
else they got?
I know. There's some really nice stuff.
Did you see the Batman things? 200, 300 quid. But
Yeah, I've seen some of the Batman things when I went to the one up Birmingham.
yeah,
This is a nice one up Birmingham. And I just think, wow.
Sad thing is, I understand that there's probably going to be more in the one at Birmingham because I'm assuming it's bigger.
Yeah. But the one
Because
at Wolverhampton's got a massive upstairs with loads of
Yeah.
books in it. I'm sure that's the shop I went in.
No, you know what I mean? Is like, I've never been in this one that I can remember. But the only reason I assume that Birmingham's got a bigger store is because it's fucking Birmingham.
Honestly though, Tom, I don't think it is. I'm sure that the Wolves one was bigger.
Yeah.
Because it's quite small downstairs, but when you go upstairs, it's really massive, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And at the time, I wasn't interested in the slightest, but you changed, don't you?
I'm surprised you ain't looked at this animation merchandise. Well, basically cartoons, you and me.
Yeah.
Oh. Transformers Smurfs. This is... Just the thing is, I've got to thank Mark, because it was for Mark telling me about Forbidden Planet.
Mm.
Now I've got ideas for everybody for the next... Well, apart from Sean, because I don't know if Sean likes any of this bollocks.
Well, we could try and wet his feet, dip his toe in, get him one or something, see if he'd like it. There's a... I don't know whether it's out yet. Alan Moore's doing one called The Bo Jeffries. And it's set in like a superhero comic. It's like just a comedy comic. Bo Jeffries, let's see if it's out yet.
Was you typing that in as well?
It's out in March. Yeah. Now, I'm interested to read that.
So the thing is, what I reckon is if while Yao and me have got fuck all to do, if we go up there once a week or something stuff like that,
Yeah, have a look round.
it just gets us out the fucking house.
Yeah, we get to... No, it's a good idea. And we get
Yeah.
to have a look at some different things and...
Yeah. I mean, what, you go out, you get, okay, you only get, say, one book or a couple of comics or a book a week.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
we could actually subscribe to something like a proper comic book. You know, the one
Yeah.
that comes out every month or something.
I mean, one thing I was looking at, because it was on, I don't know if you've seen it on the advert, Joe, that graphic novel thing
Which
that was on the
one?
telly. It's like, I think it was a Spider-Man or something.
Yes,
No, but it's like every
Avengers.
fortnight.
It's a Marvel one, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know whether it's just talking about the particular superhero or actually stories from them, you know what I mean?
I did have a look at one in Asda. I was going to grab it. It was just like a random one, like issue 40 or something, because it's been
Yeah.
rebooted again. And I don't fancy it.
No, because there was one on telly where it's like them graphic novels, like hardback sort of things or whatever.
Mm.
Do you know, like every now and again you get the ones where you get a book with it and it talks about the book. And
Yeah.
problem is, they see one in a shop at the moment, even though it's supposed to be out now. Actually, I see one in any
I
shop.
know,
I'll give it-
me and Louise have actually been looking for it today, because Louise
Yeah.
wants it.
I mean, it's the sort of thing I'd like, but like I don't know if I want it. I just like to have a look at it, see if it's the sort of thing that interests me. But when you call find it, it's a pen in the
I
arse.
wouldn't mind getting the first edition, because they're cheap, they the first one.
$1.99.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind buying that and just seeing what it's like.
Captain Britain. Alan Moore, Captain Britain. The arse.
Oh. Captain Britain. I'll read anything that's Alan Moore.
Yeah, he's got DC Universe by Alan Moore hardcover.
Captain Britain and MI13 Secret Invasion.
Hang on.
He looks
Oh god, if this ain't Sean Rowe apart from the glasses bit, I don't know what I mean the picture, I don't know if you'd like the storybook, sent a link. I just sort of thought that's got to be Sean in a couple of years' time.
You know, I'm just going to have a shelf full of Alan Moore.
I think I'm just going to have a shelf full of comic books.
Yeah. I can see
John
this is forming a new obsession in us, Tom.
Yeah. What makes me laugh is I was watching that Arrow, like, trying to searching for when the next, because it's for some reason in America they obsessed, they have to have a mid-season sort of thing, like
Yeah,
for Christmas.
yeah,
Don't know why, but they obsess on it. But break, like they have a half term
yeah.
for Christmas. And wait to come back, because this show, the one who plays Felicity or some more of her name is, it was telling me how, before that it was a bit of a like nerd thing, but now since then she's actually got a shelf just for comics because just doing the show's got her into it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean,
Who was
Right.
that, did you say?
Arrow,
Oh, yeah.
which I am. One of the twists is one of the best things I've seen so far.
I'm
Don't
gonna,
think-
you know what, I'm just gonna get them now. I'm getting them. You keep telling me to get them and I ain't, so I'm getting
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of obsessed with Arrow at the moment because I used to watch that. I don't know if you ever watched Josh Smallville.
I never got round to watching that neither because it was like millions of seasons or the
10. Stop now. But what I liked about it is it's about Superman, but he doesn't actually become Superman until the final episode, if that makes sense.
Oh.
It's literally from school, like high school,
Yeah.
up to I think I was trying to remember now, college, meeting Louise. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
straight up till he gets a job as
And there's
in the
other
thing.
there's other characters in it either.
I mean, I don't know why they never did this spin-off because they had literally it was all the characters from DC. I think what Superman is like. They had young Version. They had a young Flash,
Hmm.
young Cyborg, young.
I'll have to watch it.
I mean, something like he went through all the kryptonites he was allergic to: the blue, the yellows, the reds, all the ones that did different things to him. I mean, there are that many comic book series about, and when you thinking about it now, what makes me laugh is I've watched most of the comic book series that have come about, apart from the original Batman and that. It makes me think, why haven't I read the comic books sooner?
I know. I don't understand why I was so prejudiced against them. I was always like, I ain't interested in comic books, and I don't know why.
So the thing is, I'd be like, I don't know how you can watch that bollocks.
Yeah.
Even about Smallville now. Can you watch that? I know I couldn't give two fucks.
No.
I mean, now,
your taste change.
I mean, even now they've got what Dark Horse, I think it is. I think they're still fucking doing the Buffy the Vampire comics, which are fucking since the Buffy's
shit,
gone off there.
Hold on, there's an advert playing from somewhere.
I mean, you're getting
I got it.
you're getting little adverts in the bottom corner on Google Chrome or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It just I keep getting them on Google. I think it's probably off one of the things I've downloaded, like off Pirate Bay or whatever. Now they pop up on everything that uses fucking adverts. It pops up on, which irritates me. I think I'm looking through this. I'm trying to find something that Sean would like, and it's annoying me because Sean's weird. Books. Oh, there's books. Ooh, I'll go have a look at this book section. Let's have a look on here.
I don't understand why I've suddenly got into this.
Yeah.
It's weird. I just started to open myself up to more things, I think.
Yeah. I mean, thing is, it was one of the things I was thinking about, like getting into. It was like, do you just think, oh, I'll get into that. I'll get into it later. I'll keep putting it off. And then, thing is, I think what the catalyst was, I just went, oh, fuck it. It was when I actually read the one you brought to us for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because literally, as I opened that and read it, my finger was on, I think I'll buy Kick-Ass. Then Scott Pilgrim. Because I'm trying to find, I want to finish Wolverine Quarantine off,
Yeah.
like the full series, but I'm trying to find a cheap one, because at the moment, for some reason, it's how long ended or how long come out on graphic novel, so it's still a bit
Bit
up
expensive.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, I cough. Oh, great. There we go. I don't know what it was. The advert popped up and my earphones went wonky. I got like the ringing, not ring, but like wavy sound.
Yeah, I know. I can't stand it. I know what you mean.
I just get it over with. Sort of thing. That I think on here it's like 20 quid for your Watchmen on it. I believe it was.
Yeah, it was about £18.50 summit, I think it was. Off Amazon when I bought it. It's worth it though.
Yeah.
You know what it's got in the back? It's got like copies of some of the original sketches and things.
Yeah.
Which I found really interesting because I want to write comic books myself one day.
Yeah. What I like is When you can go back when they show you like, not like not the Watchmen or Spider-Man or thing you know now, but through the design process and how we got to who we.
Yeah,
the
that's-
final design. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really like to see that, and how other great artists and that have done it.
Like how many designs did they go through before they got to the perfect Spider-Man? You know what I mean?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I like the superheroes and that, but I want comic books that I always about superheroes, if you know what I mean.
That's why I like Deadpool, because I think he's kind of because he is a superhero because he kills people.
Yeah.
He's like an assassin according to the game I'm playing.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Which I'm guessing. Oh, I'll be getting back for a while until I lend it to Louise, because after Louise, I'm lending it to you probably, because Louise will probably tell you how awesome it is.
Yeah.
Put this way, it's a game that breaks the fourth wall.
Class.
Do you want to just turn the game on? You ain't playing no gameplay yet. It's just a cutscene at the start.
And he pulls you in.
Yeah.
I love that.
To put it
basic, I think. And
Basically, the first bit is it's Deadpool blackmailing into the making of the game he's in.
Wow.
I mean, it's just one of the things you're like, I would never have thought to start the game off like this, even if it is a comic book game. I mean, there's like
how people get inspired by comic books to create something from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I've got to admit, I think out to Watchmen. I can't think of his name. Just for his face, because it. Do you know the one with like,
Rorschach.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the ink's always moving. I was like,
Yeah.
however they did that,
I don't
just
know.
awesome. Yeah.
It was pretty cool though. I like that.
I think what it is if you look at each cover, every picture or every comic book or image of Rorschach,
It's different.
different.
Yeah, it
like
is.
everything's the same apart from the ink.
Yeah. I never.
Which I think,
And so they made it move in the
yeah.
film as well, which is brilliant. I need to watch the rest.
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide what if we go out next week, what I'm gonna buy. I don't know.
I might just go walk over to a random shelf, shut my eyes, and touch something. Right. See how much
Yep.
it is and buy it. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. And if we do that
Bro, I
once a
could see
week,
you happening. You walk over, 30 quid, fuck that.
I've got a
Oh.
very low budget these days, so yeah, I'll probably like now. As I say, I want to find some more comic books that are
Yeah.
superhero. I want, like, I fancy reading the Hellblazer because I wouldn't say John Constantine is a superhero. You know, it ain't like a superhero at all. The film
That's-
Constantine's really good, but the comic's supposed to be amazing.
What I think is I would read Hellboy,
Mm.
but it's one thing it's the first movie I loved.
Yeah, I loved it as well.
Second movie, hit and miss at times.
I liked it.
No, I like the plot. I like the thing in it. I think some of the characters were probably miscast, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I think, I can't think of his name, Joe the Prince.
Not
I can't think of his name. You know which one I'm about, don't you?
off the top of my head.
Joe, you got the princess who, if the heir dies, the twins
Yes,
basically.
yes, yeah.
I reckon somebody else could have been for him, because for the lines he's got, he's supposed to be, I'm guessing, talking back to him and all that stuff. He's talking down.
Yeah.
I was
Day work, did you?
no, somebody with the same job like in Wild Wild West. It's that sort of banter, right? Them having.
Yeah.
So you need somebody who can counteract Hellboy's cockiness. That makes sense.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It just seemed. It
And you
just seemed
don't
to
pull
have
it off.
no.
Oh look, there's 10 volumes of Hellboy. And
Yeah.
it looks like them still bringing editions out. They brought another one out called Hellboy: The Midnight Circus this year,
Mm.
last year.
I think. Do I think what my biggest problem about Hellboy 2 is? They made a Hellboy 3. That's probably it, because the one who plays Hellboy is open to another one.
I like him. I think he played it brilliantly.
Yeah.
You know, you're making me want to buy the first volume now.
Thing is, if we know what we want to buy, we know what we can buy each week. One each week. You know what I mean? I think the biggest downfall, number 2,
Yeah.
for me personally,
I'm gonna
It
have
was-
to watch it again.
yeah.
You know.
it was that they left too much open
Yeah.
for a sequel. If that makes sense.
Yeah. They
For-
don't wrap it up enough.
If you're gonna do a one-off, leave it open, sort of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's left open for a sequel. But if it's already a sequel, you know what I mean?
Just wrap it up,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
let the third one be its own story, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, look, you had them getting together, Liz and Hellboy. Then you have them find out they're pregnant. Okay, that's one part of the story. Done.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to see now in the next one is how the kids progress all that stuffness.
Yeah.
Because you've essentially got the devil and the fire lady.
What
How's that?
what happens there?
Yeah. You know what I mean, though? Because Hellboy's supposed to be evil when he gets his horns, which are on fire, which is awesome, by the way.
Oh, I love that. When they grew.
Yeah.
It's class.
What I love the most is, in second, the dude with the chain fist.
Oh yeah.
Punches.
It's awesome.
He just put ducks. Can you help me? Yeah, I'm stuck. It's going. Is it Hellboy? Well, it's a fake. You're in trouble there.
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah.
I watched that for ages, you know. I've
Yeah.
got it on the shelf, I think.
I'll go honest with you, Hellboy 2, there's a lot more good in it than there is bad.
Yeah.
John, I'm talking myself round to liking it more than I did at the start of this.
You was like, oh, I don't know about it, Hellboy 2. And by the end of the conversation, you're like, pretty good
Oh.
film, that is.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have done it yourself, there. You think, how much got they talk about it?
Yeah.
Kind of good film, really, eh? I mean, I think I did it, Saturday Sounds, I did it with Iron Man 1.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did it with Iron Man 1, but you can't get out of loving that.
Yeah. Because I always said, Robert Downey Jr., perfect for the part. Perfect movie. I think there's something about Iron Man 1. It seemed slow in parts where it shouldn't have been.
I think I know what you mean. Did you like the third one?
The third one, I think, was kind of anticlimactic.
It was a bit weird because
He blew up all his suits.
he blew up all his suits and it didn't have any ACDC in it.
No.
And it was... They play Christmas songs in it. I don't understand.
Bugging me about it is threes. He blew up all his suits, and there's a suit in there I liked. I think it was the Hulkbuster, the big thing that held up the big tower. I was thinking, I want to see him in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He blew up all his suits, and there's an Avengers film coming out,
I'm
Next
sure
year
he's
or
got
the year after.
shitloads more.
which makes you think is if you're gonna blow up all the suits, you've obviously then got to do something in between then and now, where he finds he needs the suits.
Well, I think that them suits and shit because, you know, there was how they fall to bits and stuff.
I think the biggest
It
I
was
like-
shit anyway. I like the suits where he just gets in it and he don't fall off.
the thing with the suit was he was wearing is it was one come to me,
Yeah,
so he's got to come in hundreds of different parts. I mean, there's 100 different seams.
which is probably the best thing that they've been blown up, so we can get in a
Yeah.
proper one again.
The best one I saw, like, well, the suit one I like the most is when he had the wristband on.
Mm.
It's one big hunky thing, and it
Yeah.
comes and it gets around him.
Oh yeah, like, and when he
I
was in
think
the,
it was-
with the
yeah.
briefcase thing,
Yeah,
that was good. Number 2.
yeah, I like the suit from number 2. Although I think that one could have. I know it's a war real, but I think if it was real, it probably could have done with a lot more armor protection
Yeah.
because it seemed a bit, it just for what damage it took, seemed a bit flimsy for someone with an electric whip.
Yeah, for me, I like the first Iron Man film where he just stands there and he puts the suit on him, you
Yeah.
know, because looking at it like that, it seems more real and it seems more sturdy, if you know what I mean, rather than something
Yeah.
that can just put itself up out of thin air.
Yeah, if you think about it, each film, apart from Avengers, cracking film, but nothing to do with this conversation. It's different suit, different context. You know what I mean? It's a different context. You know what I mean? Even though I mentioned it, in the first film, he was badass. My suit, I'm awesome. Second
Yeah.
film, he stole my suit, but I let him keep it.
Yeah, for some reason, but I mean, by version 50 of the suit, somehow the War Machine suit is still working
War-
fine.
Yeah.
And I ain't going
It's
to call
like-
him Iron Patriot either, because Iron Patriot is meant to be an
Stupid.
enemy.
I know that. I know what we'll do. I'll give my friend a suit,
Yeah.
which will then, and not only that, I'll let the army reprogram said
know,
suit,
what's that all
so
about?
so said suit can be taken over.
Yeah.
Well done, Nobbit.
Nice work.
So you've given away what you've said yourself is a weapon that can only be used in your hands because you deem it so. Oh no, I'll give one to me mate. I'll give it to the
It
army.
shouldn't have worked anyway, because
Yeah.
that suit was designed for his body, you know.
It's designed for the power core on his chest.
Exactly. So how did it work?
And if he's got the only nuclear thingy-mabob on his chest in the world,
I thought about that actually. How the cow in hell was it powered?
then you think about it, there was two originally. The original and the second one.
Yeah.
Like in the first film.
Yeah.
The only reason the Warmonger, I think it was called, Rory, the big one.
Yeah, it was.
The only reason that worked is because he stole the one out of his chest, so he had to use the prototype
Yeah.
to fight him. Understandable. Second film, he changes that for one that ain't gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So does that mean what? So assuming that the one that's gonna kill you, what do you do with it? You destroy it because it's nuclear. It's a nuclear reactor.
A little mini nuclear
Small one.
reactor.
It's a small one, but you don't want to get into the wrong hands.
Yet somehow his mate robs off with the suit.
No. That's not the best bit. His mate puts on War Machine
Yeah.
before he's even replaced the fucking one in his chest.
So how's it being powered? I've never
So-
actually thought about that, to be
So
honest
think
with you.
about it this way: if he's got the power source attached to him, why the fuck would he put a power source attached to each individual fucking suit?
He wouldn't. So they screwed that up.
Do you know what I mean? In the comics, if I remember correctly, I've never read them, but I'm assuming from what I have heard and
Red.
read about,
Yeah.
is that Iron Man doesn't have the thing in his chest. You know what I mean? Apart from the films and one of the new cartoons when he's a kid.
Which is why in the new Avengers film, he'll
Yeah.
just have it in the suit, won't he?
Which then thinks is, if he could have done it out, it's just, when you think about it now, he's got to design it so he can do it.
Mm.
But he can't design it so it can do it because by logic, it's already fucking existed. So he's doing something that don't need doing. So when you think about it, so he's now got a self-sustaining energy source in Stark Tower,
Yeah.
which is taken from the thing in his fucking chest, which is good to his mate, who's good to the fucking army.
So now they've got the arc reactor. Which is the main thing that he don't want anybody to have.
So he's blown it up and give it to his mate, who's give it to the army, which he don't want to give to because it was too dangerous.
I'd never understood. It never made any sense to me.
You know, I'm talking more plot holes into this that I've never noticed.
I know I've never noticed it myself, but when me and you start talking, we start noticing these
Yeah.
things. Anyway, on that note, I am going to go to
On that
bed.
note, we're going so we can all have an argument about this tomorrow.
Yes, we'll have a good debate about this tomorrow.
Mainly because I want to hear the two magic words out of Sean's mouth. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've seen a bit, bud.
Alright, night, Tom.
Right, mate.
It's the TLRS discussion. It's the TLRS discussion. It's the TLRS discussion. It's the TLRS discussion, yeah. It's the TLR, the TLRS discussion, baby. It's the TLRS discussion.
I like
TLRS discussion, baby. It's the TLRS discussion. We can talk about camels and everything. It's the TLR, the TLR, the TLR, the TLR, discussion, TLR, discussion, TLR, discussion, TLRS discussion, baby. It's the TLRS discussion. It's the TLRS discussion, babe. It's the TLRS discussion. Totally ludicrous, ridiculously sexy, yeah.